Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in, everyone. Welcome to Spilling the Tea, episode 21 with Lady Mortis VT. Thank you everyone for coming. And if you wouldn't mind giving yourself a little introduction.
Yes, so I'm Lady Mortis, Victorian Dulahan VTuber,
There's a
and
dragon in my
I
wagon,
like
and I don't
to
mean to be
play
bragging
and
about the best tail
stream
wagging dragon in the
horror
wagon you could
RPGs, that
meet.
kind of stuff. My schedule is kind of all over the place right now, but that's what I like to do.
No worries, no worries. Anyway, but thank you on for coming on. It's a lot. And thank you for the follow, Lancaster Hunter. Thank you very much. Uh, but yes, this is episode 21, so which means if my show were a person, it would be able to drink now, I guess. So,
Oh, hell yeah.
um, but I do not have any alcohol on my person right now, so it's fine.
We got the tea.
Yeah. Although Winston Churchill drank his tea with, I think, whiskey in it. He
Oh, huh.
Yeah, he drank. It was specifically he would drink a type of tea called Lapsang Souchong, which is a
Uh-huh.
black tea that's smoked, and then he would
Ooh.
put booze in it because Winston Churchill drank all the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
His response to what type of booze would you like to drink would be yes, or something like
Oh,
that, or something.
uh-huh.
I don't know if he actually did that, but it's all right. Welcome in, Pop Tart. Hello, hello, hello. But yes, um, but how this works is, so I do have a he also smoked Churchill's. Yeah. Um uh what is it? Yeah, all the allied leaders pretty much drank and smoked like chimneys.
Mm-hmm.
Uh uh but uh anyway, so how this works is, so I have a set list of questions, kind of starting off like some simple softball questions and then moving on to more complex, then specifically streaming related stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um But if anyone in the audience does happen to have any questions, they can feel free to put those on just in chat. Um, and uh, I do have some of my what is your favorite blank type questions. But if you can't decide one or pick one, you can say like a top. You can do like a top two or three if you're having trouble like picking just a one. So, uh,
Sounds good.
so, but anyway, so starting off, what is your favorite color?
Ooh, see, I like a lot of colors. I like them all. My favorite colors changed so many times. It was like blue and then green and then orange, and so now I don't know. I like them. I like a lot, but I do tend to gravitate towards more to like the burgundies and the purples
Hmm.
and the reds and that kind of stuff. But I like them all.
So kind of like your clothing kind of color, that type of
Yeah,
Brittany. Hmm. Thanks, thanks, thanks.
it's like elegant and that
Oh
kind of
yeah, it
thing.
is. Very much so. Um, what is your favorite drink?
Ooh. So I think I would probably have like two. I would have two. So like I feel like everybody tends to know like in my life and stuff because they joke around with me a lot, especially like at work and stuff. My Dr. Pepper, I drink so much Dr. Pepper. I probably shouldn't drink as much Dr. Pepper as I do, but I do. But when I'm not feeling like a carbonated sugary beverage, I mean it's still sugary, but I like the Arizona green tea with ginseng and honey. I'm
Hmm.
actually drinking that now.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
Oh, hell yeah, it's good. I like it.
So, do you try to get that when you're doing the Dr. Pepper, do you try to get that Athens, Texas made with sugar Dr. Pepper, where it's made with real sugar?
Oh, I don't think I've ever had that. That's a thing?
Yeah,
Oh.
it may be trickier to outside of the area, but it's possible to find. it may just be something you'd have to go to like to a specialty store, but
Oh,
because I think they still have the rights to be able to do that. Dr. Pepper, uh, real. Okay, there actually is a. All right, so there are some cans of it actually. I'm seeing
ooh.
in it's like a green thing for stuff for Walmart even.
Hell yeah. So
So
I would like to try that.
yeah, and then so yeah, if you just kind of have to like it's one of those things that you just have to like check before you went in store or whatever, but it's out
Yeah.
there.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hey,
Because
well,
I like the Coke with like real sugar.
mm,
That's pretty good.
yeah,
So yeah,
it
the
just
fruity.
it will come in and ghost. It sugar and corn syrup taste have have a different taste. It really is. So
Yeah.
um uh but so because my next question is what is your preferred tea? So would that mean that that Arizona would be
Yeah.
the Arizona
Yeah.
green tea?
Yeah. I tried like if I were to think about like the more like not the sugary like preservative and all that the can not the canned stuff but you know if it was to be like the tea bags and stuff I think I had tried oh goodness I forget if it was oolong tea I don't know but it was pretty good I think I liked it with like some milk and stuff I think
Mm.
maybe it was oolong I don't oh, goodness I don't remember but
If
yeah so you know I'm a little cultured I like some of the tea bag teas too.
it's fine. Funny tea is mentioned just got back from buying some hard tea. Oh, um, but as if you want to try, since you're saying like that, uh, uh, the the Arizona green tea is your preferred.
Hmm.
If you want to try something, uh, that would be fairly easy to find, um, especially like online, you'll have like a glut of options. Um, and you probably would be able to find something in store depending on maybe might be kind of hit or miss, but so green tea with jasmine.
Oh.
Um, it's a very like it's a pretty common and popular way of drinking green tea. Um, but it has a very nice bright light floral added from the jasmine, and it has an absolutely delightful smell. But it's a very
Ooh.
light, mild flavor, very pleasant. Um, and it does go well with honey if you decide you want to sweeten it or whatever. So
Mhm.
that would be something kind of
Hell
similar to uh, I guess in the same spirit of what you're doing. So
mhm.
that's my little recommendation.
Yeah,
Um,
that sounds good.
honestly, that is one of the teas that I would just say kind of like if you haven't tried green tea with jasmine, just like as a thing at some point, everyone needs to like try it once
Mhm.
because of it has a very distinct and very nice flavor profile. Um, okay, but what is back to the topic of sugar? What is your favorite dessert?
Ooh, okay. So I like I like me my sweets, but I don't know if I've tried so many different things. I like what is it? Um, like the lemon tart, like the little like I don't know. They're like it's like a creamy lemon
Mm-hmm.
thing and like the like crust.
Yeah, there's the crust
Those are
around,
good.
but like lemon type filling. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, with, like, a little glass of milk or something.
Mm.
Those are yummy.
Uh,
I can't get them a whole lot, but I like them when I can get them.
yeah. Does that maybe be a lemon custard? I'm trying to think if maybe that's the name I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, because it's kind of like a creamy uh type lemony thing.
Yeah, I think that's what you're.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, it's kind of like the filling is the custard, but then that's like put in little crusts around it.
Yeah.
So that may be what you're.
Yeah, I think so.
They're like little bitty pies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like little bitty pies without like the top on it.
Yeah, or
The
just
breaded top or whatever.
or actually lemon tarts would also be lemon. Yeah, lemon tarts.
hmm
How is a tart and a custard different? I think that would be another. Okay, wait,
Yeah.
no, that would be something for me to Google off stream. That's
Maybe it's like soda and pop, wherever you're at, you call it something different.
yeah. I think there is one of those things where there is like a slight difference between. I'm just not sure.
Ah.
I'm sure it's some slightly different thing with like ingredients or whatever.
hmm
Kind of like ice cream and gelato are actually two different things because of
Yeah.
different ratios.
Yeah.
Um, but so what is your favorite sauce?
Ooh. Sauce? Ooh. I don't know. Like, if we're like if I'm thinking like basic, I don't know, I kind of like but then I think a little bit further and I'm like, "Oh, like I like buffalo sauce."
Mm, uh,
So two very different things. It
yeah,
depends on what I'm eating.
yeah. What was your first thing? It was like it cut off for some reason a little bit.
Mayonnaise. I like
Mayonnaise.
mayonnaise.
Okay.
It depends on what I'm eating though.
You know you know in Japan they like they really like mayonnaise for some reason. They have
Oh,
like all the
yeah.
different mayonnaise things.
Yeah, I wanted to try Japanese mayonnaise. Isn't it like Kewpie or something? Or maybe that's just one brand. I don't know, but I wanted to try it because I think it's supposed to be a lot better than our mayonnaise.
Yeah, I know there is like yeah, I know they have like their own specific own brands, but even just like
Yeah.
in amounts of food. I remember one time I was watching one program. Honestly, it may have been like an Anthony Bourdain or something like that of like because they got all kinds of like themed restaurants there and
hmm
it went into one and it was one that was themed around mayonnaise. So all the different dishes had mayonnaise used in it. And
Oh yeah.
and there were some that kind of made sense, like mashed potatoes and mayonnaise, because then it's like, it's kind of taking on the same thing as like butter would. But then there were other things where it was like a milkshake with mayonnaise in it.
Ew.
I think I'd pass on that.
Oh, wait. I think there was this old recipe that like my grandmother used to make, but it did not get properly passed down to us. It was like a
Hmm.
mayonnaise cake. I think it was supposed to be good, but whenever we tried to make it, it was nasty. So I don't think we got the like recipe right.
Right. Yeah. Well, stuff like that, it's always like some of those old recipes, you have to get things just right or it's going to be like a disaster.
Yeah.
Like, because there are a number of those recipes that don't really sound good at all, but somehow, like, vinegar pie is
Ooh.
one where it's actually quite good. It's kind of like it's a dish that it's like a pie. It's kind of like it's if you want something that's kind of like hitting the same notes as an apple pie, sweet, tart, that
Uh-huh.
type of stuff, but you don't have access to apples. So,
Mm-hmm.
you can imagine like obviously before modern grocery stores or very sometime before the 1940s or 50s where either because of non-modern grocery stores or uh Great Depression one's access to apples may be not the greatest, but you want to do
Yeah.
like an apple pie type thing. So, uh, let's see. And so next, what is your favorite type of pizza?
Ooh. So, okay. So I have like two, I guess. I have my two go-tos. So if I'm going for like a normal pizza, then I like the the regular cheese, the regular pepperonis, but then I like onions and a green bell pepper. It's pretty simple. I
Hmm.
like that. It's pretty good. But then if I'm going for something that's a little different, then I get so I do buffalo sauce instead of like marinara as the sauce,
Hmm.
and then chicken pieces and then onion. So it's like a buffalo chicken pizza.
That makes sense.
It's good. I don't get that one a whole lot, but it's good.
Listen, yesterday my guest had very interesting answers on that. Their first was it was with TNS Teeny, and
Uh-huh.
so Swedish gentleman, and their one was they like pizza with chicken and French fries. But then of course,
I would try it.
yeah, it's one of those things kind of weird, but I okay. The next one then it seemingly made that one look completely like regular because it was uh pizza with salmon on it.
Oh my. But I don't like fish, so
So
I feel like because I
yeah,
know some people put like anchovies on their pizza.
yeah,
That's
that
pretty
came up
normal here.
too, but it's one of those
So
things I've never seen someone like in person actually eat anchovies on
yeah,
their pizza
that's true.
and like in person. It's one of those things I've heard about it and I know it's there,
Yeah.
but I've yet to see someone actually do that.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
So, don't worry about your answers. We have a my my threshold for what is a weird pizza topping is now very wide. So,
Yeah.
um at least you didn't say like mayonnaise on your pizza, which apparently
I
is
know
also
I would.
something that 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 just doesn't, yeah. No,
Yeah.
why would
No,
why
I
would
like mayonnaise, but not on my pizza.
um okay, so then all right, so next, what was your favorite book?
Ooh, book. Like regular book, right?
Okay,
Without like pictures in it.
you, I allow it. You can say I will allow graphic novels or light novels as your um graphic novels or mangas or whatever.
Oh, dude, I don't know.
Any
Like, cause
much.
I haven't, I haven't read. Cause I mean, I used to be a big mega anime manga fan when I was like in high school and stuff.
Hmm.
So I mean, I read a lot of that, but like, I remember at that similar time though, like for like a regular book, cause I haven't read like a book that was just words in years. But I remember really liking this series, at least the first book of this series.
Hmm.
But I don't know if I would like it now. But
Right.
at the time, it was like my favorite series, or well, book, I guess. But it was called Hater,
Hmm.
and it's kind of like zombies because
Hmm.
I really liked it because I think it was like one of the first like adult fiction that I had read.
Hmm.
Fiction, yeah, fiction that because I was reading a lot of young adult, like young adult fiction,
Right,
and so this
right.
was first like I was like, oh hell yeah, you know. But I don't know, it was like zombies, but not zombies. It was really interesting, and I don't know, I really liked it at the time. I now I'd probably read it. and maybe not like it as much. I don't know. But like manga for that, I don't know. Like I've read so many, and I actually have like a huge, well, not huge, well, kind of huge like manga collection that I've collected over the years.
Mm.
Even though I don't really read it anymore. I don't know. Oh no. I don't know. That's hard.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't
NATO's
know.
husband, well, welcome on for coming in, but they were saying any Majima smut.
Oh, bunny, no, no. No, that's just recent stuff. No, I haven't read. No, I haven't read anything in a while.
Wait, she, she she brought High School of the Dead to school.
Oh my, oh, you remember that? Okay, yeah, no. So I really liked High School of the Dead. I guess I still do. I have all of the volumes that they ever came out with. I do. I liked it. I wouldn't call it my favorite, but I
But
like High School of the Dead.
but so you did bring it to read in in school.
Yes, I did. And some of my classmates were giving me a side, like bombastic side eyes. 'Cause anime wasn't popular yet. So I don't know. It was interesting, but I was shameless, I guess. It was
Uh,
good stuff, though. I like zombies. What can I say?
yeah, with that I was it's like a theme. We all know she only reads Yakuza 4. Smut is her favorite game.
No.
Uh, though I will, I guess to throw you off a lifeline.
Mm-mm.
So, uh, when I was in high school, I was in so there were like a number of like novels I was reading, and I was done by so the author that wrote the book that of course the movie of the same name is based on, Mario Puzo, who wrote The Godfather, and then of
Mm.
course the film is based on that. Um, so he wrote a number of other mafia type novels, and man, some of the stuff and like the details in those were quite they would be more than would appear in something like High School of the Dead manga, and I was reading those in like at school. So, I feel comparatively that while it's not, while it did not have pictures, it was definitely there would be much more suspicious content than honestly the other. So if that makes you feel any better about your choice of books that you brought to school,
Yeah.
man,
It was definitely an interesting time in school bringing stuff.
some of those like modern novelists are wild, dude. Just gonna say,
Mhm.
it's like, wait, they put a chapter about what? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking out. There's even a plot point about, man, it's way too descriptive. I was thinking about in the Godfather book, there's a whole chapter about stuff. Anyway, no, I shouldn't talk about it. There would be other streamers that would brag, but I'm a wholesome streamer, I swear.
Hell yeah.
Insert the he lied as easily as he breathed.
So press X to doubt.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't have enough um yeah, I'm not brave, but even I am not brave enough to talk about some of the stuff of Mario Puzo, or oh my gosh, Stephen King would write about.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. Anyway, um okay, I lost my place. All right. What would be your favorite movie?
Ooh, see, that one's also a hard one. My goodness. Cause like, oh, I don't know. Cause I like, j- I like so many different like genres of stuff and
Mhm.
I don't know. Like I was always like the big like horror person. So I'd
Right.
like share like different like horror movies with my friends. So they're like, "Oh, let's watch some horror or whatever." So I give them like a list of like some things that I liked that I could think of off the top of my head. So I got a really bad memory too, so I'll forget about a lot of stuff and think back later like, "Oh no, I should have said this."
No
But
worries, no
yeah,
worries.
but I don't know, like but lately some of the stuff I've been watching too, I think I might like more than some of the like old stuff. Cuz that like one movie I guess like I really like before and I was always telling like my friends to watch if they wanted a scary movie to watch. I really like The Descent.
Oh yeah, that's a
Like
good movie.
yeah, that was a good one. I always really like that because that's also one that people I feel like, especially maybe they have heard about it a little bit more now, but 10 years ago, people didn't really talk about it. So but where like unlike they'd heard of like Sinister and stuff like that because I like
Yeah.
Sinister, um, and those like kind of
Yeah. Descent
more
kind
I
of
guess
went
popular
under
movies.
the radar, unfortunately. Though
Yeah,
it is a very good, solid film.
yeah, it was. I really liked it. But then like lately, I don't know, like, cause like I finally watched Old Boy, the original.
Oh yeah, that's the Korean one, or am I thinking
Yeah.
about? Or it's the one where the guy eats a live squid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, and he like
Yeah,
fights a
it's that
bunch of
one.
dudes equipped with a hammer, if I'm remembering
Yeah.
stuff.
The
Okay,
the like the story on that and like the like character like analysis you can do on that is so good. I'm just so I don't know. It was just something I watched recently that I really liked. I would probably maybe put that like in the giant group of things that I would consider like my favorites.
right.
Really good, really good. But
Uh, is there maybe something I guess maybe on like the lighter of side of the spectrum that maybe might be one of like your favorites?
ooh. um, oh man, I don't. Oh, good. Lighter.
Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo. I don't.
I don't know. Oh goodness. I can't think of anything. I know there has to be something. It's not coming to my head right now. Heck.
It's fine. It's fine. If you do it, it's okay. Um,
Yeah.
so if you happen to have think of something later in the interview, feel free to mention it. But otherwise,
Oh
don't worry
yeah.
about it. Um, so well, what would be and also since people are coming in, just remember I do have my set list of questions. But if you happen to have any that you would like to ask, feel free to put those in chat, and we should be able to get to those. Um, but would you say is your favorite TV series or web series or streaming series, that episodic
Ooh.
format, whatever we're calling it now?
Yeah. Oh man. 'Cause like I don't watch a whole lot of TV. I mean, I haven't in years. So it'd be like even with like anime, I haven't watched anime in years either. Oh
Yeah,
no.
so I'd even go like YouTube series, I would say would count, frankly, with that, of how some of that stuff works out.
Mm, dude, I don't know. Oh no. I don't know.
I mean, what was something that you really liked maybe watching like in high school or something like that a lot?
Yeah. Mm, I mean, I guess like in high school, I was this was a long time ago. I mean, I was watching a lot of anime. Um, but then it's like, oh, what was like my favorite anime? But I mean, like, I was like really into like Bleach. Um, so I really liked like Higurashi When They Cry. I've always been like a big like horror
Yeah.
person, I guess. So like I always kind of lean into like
Yay,
horror.
Higurashi mentioned. Higurashi
Yeah.
is big on the lore on this channel. I
Oh
I
hell yeah.
yeah, I went through I actually went through the playthrough, which I have archived on my YouTube, of going through the visual novel series.
Nice.
and I didn't realize it till later, but you could actually find the voice files or whatever. So I ended up doing all the voices for the whole
Oh.
thing. So that
Oh.
I found about midway or five eighths of the way through or something like that, and I was like, I've gone this far, I might as well just finish it out. Me
Yeah.
voicing a bunch of anime girls, we're just gonna go.
Hell yeah, dude. That sounds like that'd be like a fun time to just like, voice it all.
Yeah, it's an
Killer on the throat,
yeah,
but
it's an interesting experience, I'll say that. And me and Anshian ended up getting country accents.
oh,
Because I was thinking, I mean, they are in a rural town and she's very much of a tomboy, so I was kind of like thinking, give her like a country or like, an Applejack type voice or whatever and make her
mhm.
fancy. So I occasionally bring that one up of just as a reference for its like the Mion voice as kind of
Mhm.
if I get kind of some of that vibe from a character. So I brought it up before. My most infamous example that's probably going to confuse the crap out of people is because I've done some readings of the Dune books, and there's the character
Oh.
of Chani of Paul Atreides GF. She got the Mion voice, so Chani from Dune has in my readings as has a country accent for some reason.
Well, if it also helps, differentiate, the different voices for the characters,
Yeah, I have mental spaces on some of like for some of the voices that I have to do because otherwise I'll and a lot of those references do go back to Higurashi. So it's kind
Mhm.
of also we have a Nipa redeem. I don't so but it does
Oh.
なんでもない
we can
のですよ。
have character going
ニ
up
パ
Nipa,
ーニパ
a combination of
ニパ
Nipas.
ニパ
Oh, that's so cute.
リカスパイと王なのです。ニパーあと
So yeah.
Aw, I love that.
Yeah. And man, just the other day, what was it? There was like a character in one of the cases, like the game Judgment, that like the character's name was Higurashi, I think.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I immediately got like instant PTSD of no, 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 no. If there's any children, run away.
Yeah.
We're all in danger. Um, but yeah. So okay. What would be your favorite musician?
Ooh, see, now that one's I'm really bad with favorites. Ooh, because
Yeah.
I don't, especially with musicians, I don't know. Because like for the longest time, I would never remember like band names or even song names for that matter. I would just hear the song, and be like, yeah, I like that, and then I'd hear it a lot, on the radio or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I like that song, having no clue who it was by or what it was called. Um, but I know more lately, not lately, but I'm like trying to remember like artists specifically.
Hmm.
Um, Goodness. I mean, but I guess it depends too on the type of music. Cause like, I mean, I like so many different kinds of music, cause I like some like metal, but I also like goth music, but I also like pop. I like pop rock. But then I also really like a lot of electronic music. So I really like the synth wavy stuff, but I also like techno.
No,
So it's kind of hard to pick.
I feel that my massive playlist is quite eclectic.
Yeah.
Um, going from some very traditional 1940s blues music, and then on the other spectrum, here is some super weeby nightcore.
Oh yeah, dude, Nightcore. I used to love Nightcore. Hell yeah. Even occasionally, like I'll listen to some like of the nightcore that I used to listen to in like high school, just for the nostalgia vibes. Cause it's good. They're bops, you know.
Mm, yeah, some are for sure. 'Cause every time we touch, uh, man, unlocking some major like that is some major millennial energy we just brought out right there. Just nightcore remix of Every Time We Touch by Cascady.
Hell yeah, dude.
Uh, Gen Alpha will never understand the feeling of
They'll never understand.
clicking on music that its thing is having like an anime or whatever speed up of some crap.
Yeah. Yeah, anime girl thumbnails and stuff. Because there's like the angel with the shotgun, and it's
Yeah,
like that, and it's all just that the one girl with the wing against like the brick wall.
yeah.
Like everybody knows that exactly what song that one was for. Yup.
I just had the like very disturbing thought that means like, man, talking to ch- talking to millennials and our older Gen Z and nursing homes is gonna be when
Oh,
asking what type of music would you like to listen to, Grandpa, is gonna lead to some very interesting. The one where it has the anime girl on it. What? Do you mean it was in an anime? No, no, no. It had an anime on the file. What are you talking? What is he talking about? I don't know. Just bring out. Just hit random shuffle on this playlist of his. Okay.
It'll make him happy.
Just
That's good. Good shit.
just make sure you don't make sure it's the list without the hip hop on it, because he will try to sing along and it will
He'll throw a hip out, throwing it back.
Man, that's just that is it feels like that would make a good plot for a horror movie. Just
Oh shit.
millennials in nursing homes.
Hell yeah, dude. That'd be cute. Aw. Old people can be cute.
When it's another generation being the old people, that's the thing. When it's you realizing that you will be, that's when it's more of just q unravel.mp3. Uh, wait, I actually have that on. Have that. Wait, I actually got us covered on that. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh.
Uh, I'm not sure if chat could actually hear that though. For some reason, I don't know if it actually picks up for that reason. If Discord on the audio file. Did anyone hear Takanasha Kiari singing Unravel just then? Briefly. Uh, we got the very first part. Okay. It played like a note or something. Okay, good, good. Okay. I think I closed the right wait, which window do I need? Okay. I got too many windows. Streamer problems right there.
Yeah, I feel that.
And I know there's people that have like can get like 3 monitors. If I got a third one, I feel like somehow just be like more it would just be worse somehow.
I
I
don't know what I would do with the third monitor.
I mean, I guess I guess if you like did like specifically one, here is the model streaming, and then use like one specifically for that, I guess that would make sense. We know what you do with a third monitor. What does
Oh goodness.
that sounds
But
foreboding?
is probably talking like there's gonna be some sort of just oh yeah, see I could use a third monitor, just have like a Majima, like a fan art of Majima or something up there because I really like him. But that's not what I would use it for, Bunny. God, but I know that's the train of thought Bunny's going for.
We'll get there. We'll circle back to that in a second.
Yeah.
So don't worry. But we do have one question before that. So when is although this will make it because of the conversation we just had, but because I do have next on what is will be your favorite album. So like music album. So
Oh yeah, dude,
which
I'd have no
yeah.
clue. But also because I feel like I've never actually like listened to an entire like album. Just like every song on a like on an album. I
Mm,
don't know if I've ever like done that. If I have, well, okay, maybe I have, but it was like, you know, a Linkin Park one way back when I got on like on my iPod, you
right.
know. But it was because it was the only album I could have, like the only because it was cheaper to get the album than like the separate songs.
Right.
So, like, yeah, I'd have more music if I went this way, and I'd spend less money, you know.
Yeah, the I can either pay like $5 for the whole album or, pay $1 for each track.
Yeah.
But although I just realized an answer you could give. I mean, soundtracks would work. So which means you could be like the 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 soundtracks of the Yakuza games or one of the karaoke versions. That would count.
But see, I have not, and I still haven't done it yet, is I have not actually started listening to any of the Yakuza songs outside of when I'm physically playing the games. I need to do that. I keep forgetting. No. There's so much good music.
What, you mean you don't just like I have a bunch of Yakuza songs just on my massive playlist. It's embarrassing,
No,
frankly.
because I all of my music, my playlists are on YouTube. And so this entire past year that I have been marathoning all of the Yakuza games, I was not wanting to get spoiled because if I started putting music into my playlist, it would add Yakuza to my algorithm, and then I'd probably get spoiler video after
Right.
spoiler video in my recommended.
Oh,
And so
okay.
I was avoiding that this entire year. And now that I'm free, I haven't started listening to Yakuza music. I need to do that.
Uh,
I have to remember.
yeah, it's one of it's yeah. Um, okay, so now we get into things. So my next question, as it is written and how I ask it to people, is what is your favorite game? Although with you, I should probably just ask what is your favorite Yakuza game, and then maybe as a follow-up, what is your favorite non-Yakuza game?
Well, I mean, okay, yeah. So the favorite Yakuza game, see, even with that one, I don't even four. I know. So it's a. I really like Zero.
Right. Oh yeah, that Zero's a great one.
Zero's amazing, but then I don't know if I'd want to add like one to that list too, because one I really thoroughly enjoyed one because of everything that Zero set up for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't know if one would be one of my favorites. But then, like, I would say probably like, I mean, I know like eight has a lot of not like, I mean, I guess you could say like writing issues, but having played the entire rest of the series, playing eight was like phenomenal. Like knowing everything else that happens in the series, eight was amazing.
Mm.
So yeah, because I mean, they all bring different things to the table.
Yeah.
Because like three would also be one of my favorites too, as well.
Yeah, is it's
Right.
like the plot elements of like one. I mean, there is it's a good great plot or whatever, but in comparison to like other the plots of other games, I feel it doesn't. Um, like I think the second game, Yakuza 2, has like a much more well defined plot and characters than one does
But see,
in some
I
ways.
didn't like 2 as much as 1. I don't know why.
Mm.
I love Ryuji though.
Yeah,
Love him.
he's just a cool character. I guess in my mind,
He
because I'm
is.
thinking more of like Ryuji and stuff like that as far as the plot and the conflict around him, and maybe not some of the other stuff. So that may
Mhm.
be because I know there's like some people that are like very much like not liking two or something like that, which I don't know. I guess I'm focusing more on Ryuji and the conflict between him and Kiryu because they do make a very they make really make a for a really strong protagonist and antagonist
They do.
combo. They're really good.
Yeah.
Um, you got very clear motivations and stuff like that, and challenge.
Mhm.
Um, so, but yeah, I mean, okay. So maybe is there one that maybe stands out to you most in the like in the franchise maybe of the Yakuza that maybe just seems to hit maybe just right? I guess. Well, hold on. Maybe if I do it this way, which do you like the story the most? Maybe what the story resonates with you the most, and then which one
Ooh.
do you like the gameplay the most? Let's maybe if we try that.
So, gameplay, usually I'm not like a big gameplay person. And honestly, like all of the Yakuza games play the same to me. Even- so, except for like obviously like the turn-based,
Yeah,
in like
yeah,
7 and then in 8. I'm a big button masher. So, and all the other ones I'm just smacking buttons. I mean, I have a clue, kind of what does what, right? But, I'm not being super strategic about it.
right.
But not when it comes to story, I mean, honestly, I would probably, cause 0 was just so good,
Yeah,
and
it
I
really
feel
is.
like the story was, cause in some of the later Yakuza games, I mean, the story, not even some, like, in most of the most of the Yakuza series, honestly, like, the story gets so big and, like, larger than life and, like, involving so many, like, giant, like, political figures and, like, stuff like that, that,
And then the
like
rubber bullet plot point.
well, the rubber ball, I thought that was great, actually, I thought that was really good.
It's neat,
Like
but also it's kind of funny in
well,
its own
yeah, I
way, I
mean,
think.
poor fucking Saejima, because like, I mean, in 3, like, a lot of, like, the political stuff that was happening, I can't tell you exactly. I can tell you, like, kind of a baseline of what was happening, but I don't remember. I'm mostly remembering, like, the orphanage and the kids and all that.
Right.
You know? So but I think 0, it was pretty like, small leveled, but it was pretty self-contained
Yeah. It
and,
was
like,
very much on an interpersonal type of
yeah,
level
yeah, and
level.
I really liked that. And then, I mean, the introduction then to me, because it was my first one, the introduction to, like, Majima and Kiryu was, like, really good, and just it was really strong. I really like 0.
Oh yeah, they had both had great introductions as characters.
They did.
I, I'm thinking of I need to find the thumbnail because there's a Hololive um one of the Hololive YouTubers that she started playing through the Yakuza and she started with 0, and her reaction to the introduction of Majima is freaking priceless.
Oh,
So
goodness.
they did some wild someone did some wild thumbnails. I need to be able to find that. Actually, okay. of an idea because I just got to think about the ad break.
Mm.
So we can run that at that ad, and I will try to find that thumbnail during the break to show.
Hell yeah.
I think that's okay. I think that's that makes the most sense. And once again, if you have any questions you would like to ask, either, you know, Lady Mortis here or myself or both of us, feel free to put those in the chat and we'll be sure to get them. But we are going to go on a 3-minute ad break, so that way we don't have to deal with pre-roll ads. So, going to do that. And which window am I? Okay, there we go. All right, I'll see y'all in just back a bit. Bye bye. right, welcome back, everyone. Hello, hello. And
Hello.
during our break, I found this, although it's more of like the title that someone recorded the clip at. So hold on. Okay, drag. Although there are a couple images where someone is very, like, much more descriptive on it, although Majima was not on. But it's
Oh
implied.
shit, I love that. Oh my god. Nah, yeah, whenever Majima comes on screen, like usually for the first time when I'm playing a Yakuza game, I'm like, oh my,
Yeah. I
because he's so cute and pretty and beautiful, and I love him.
I mean, I got when I got really excited when Majima entered the when you're playing 8 and he shows up for the first time. And you're like, ah,
Yeah,
Majima, Majima, Majima.
dude, yeah. Oh my
He
goodness.
got a really
Oh my.
great. They did a really good job of like giving him of like his entrance there, of like being
Mhm.
really cool. Also, the track when you're fighting him is an absolute banger. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I could send you the
Wait, it's
exact
7, right?
title
Or
of
7 or
it.
8?
It's in 7.
Seven, yeah.
Although they do reuse like the track or whatever a little bit during
Mhm.
the the other fight with him and the others. Um but yeah, if you're interested, I can give you the title of that track after stream. Of that
Yeah.
specific one if you were wanting to know what that is. Because
Yeah.
it is just a really cool one.
Mhm. Yeah,
Um
no, when he's because I didn't realize he was gonna be in it, like, at all. And then when he just steps out, I'm like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god."
you
It's
see the
good.
badass shoes and you're like, ah,
Yes, because I heard his voice, but then I'm like, I don't wanna be what if I'm, like, tripping, you know? What if
right.
it's mistaken identity?
If it's wishful
But then you see
thinking.
those shoes. Yeah. It's good
Um
shit.
right. So okay. I will say for me, I think the game that maybe had like among of like the main beat 'em up ones that had like the best. I feel like honestly, I feel like 0 still wins out, but 5 was really but I really liked what they were doing with 5.
Yeah, I really
I really
enjoyed
like
5 too.
so I'll be kind of honest. I felt kind of like 6 was in somewhat ways of kind of a step backwards on the fighting. I was kind of like, wait, go back, no, no.
Yeah,
Because
I
I think it
mean,
was
like
because there was the weapons thing was kind of cool, especially with the thing, and so it felt like 5 was really trying to. I'm trying to think, when did 0 come out in comparison to 5?
it came out after. 5 was supposed to be, like, the end of the
Okay,
series, and then because then the way that it ended, like, it was kinda ambiguous, so then they did 0 where we go back in time. So then yeah, and then when 6
okay,
came out, everybody was like, "Oh my god, he lived?" So,
okay. That makes sense. All right.
yeah.
Um. So yeah, because it felt like they were kind of like similar, and then and then yeah, 6 is the major where it's kind of it 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 doesn't feel as Helmet doesn't feel as like smooth, and there's kind of less. It
Well, but they
there's
had the new engine for that one too, right? Because
Yeah,
then they improved upon it in Kiwami too.
yeah. I like the engine itself that they were going on. Um, I just kind of like it's the drag like a dragon engine. I think is the specific. I like the game engine itself. because it's also like adorably jank, like of making enemies fly around and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I
You
love that. It's so
POV,
funny.
you've stubbed your toe on a bicycle. Whoosh, entire convenience store explodes.
Right.
It is adorably jank. And also it is like neat with some of the stuff or whatever. It just felt like they kind of, I don't know. I guess it comes with switching to a new engine, so they're still kind of like figuring out.
Hmm.
Um, so still feels like there was less variety as like heat actions and a lot of the stuff you could do with like environmental attacks on
Hmm. Yeah.
than like with comparing it directly with Zero. Um, so there were things I liked about it and things I didn't like. I think a lot of those were just kind of part of getting moving over to a new system, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But story's still really good, you know, and still has a nice WTF moment of a freaking battle cruiser.
Hmm. It's like a
Oh,
boat! Fucking boat!
oh, Yakuza never change.
Right?
Uh, uh, yeah, but yeah. So,
Yeah.
though I really like the ones with Ichiban. Those are
No,
really
yeah.
because I
Like,
so there's I
yeah.
he's such a great character, really.
Hmm.
Ichiban in general, and then a lot of the stories that do go on him are really neat, are really
Hmm.
interesting,
Yeah.
and
Like,
they're
I don't know for if I like, because the Kiryu stuff in 8 kind of puts it, I guess, maybe a little bit higher than 7, but like 7 also I would say is like one of my more favorite ones too. Just because I do love Ichiban so much and just the whole like party.
yeah,
They're so good.
they're all really strong characters.
They are.
Um, my only real knock against 8 is they kind of did what's his face, the Korean guy. They kind of did him a little bit dirty because
Oh, yeah.
he by the time he
Mhm.
shows up, you're like, you're just in time for the last two. You're just in time for the last chapter, Mike. Thanks for coming
Yeah.
by, but nah, I've kind of been working on with my party here, and
Hmm.
you're not nearly as OP as you were on the second previous game. Thanks for coming by, though. We appreciate it.
Yeah. I was really excited to see him. I think like the biggest thing for me in 8 that I'm just like I was so hung up on it the entire game, and at the end I'm like, so there was nothing? Like that was nothing? Was just the whole Psycho like ghosting him, Ichiban,
Oh,
and it's like, and I'm just like, literally for what fucking reason? Like it was so out of character for her that I thought she got kidnapped for a year. Legitimately thought she got like kidnapped for a year. And then no, she's fine. And I'm like, oh. Oh,
yeah,
okay. I'm sure there had to have been a reason. No, there wasn't.
they they did make her a little bit. They did definitely like put, you know, it's like the I get maybe for like a week or whatever of like maybe whining or whatever, but then like later it's like, okay, I've had a week to cool down and then responding, you know.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I feel like the Psycho that we knew in 7 would not have behaved that way. Like their friendship was so strong that she wouldn't have done that. Like they would have talked about it or something.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I like it's so dumb.
Instead
But
of you're being
yeah.
a dumbass, you dumbass or something like that, and then just kind
Yeah.
of like cool off and then come back. You know, that would make sense. And then you have
Yeah.
to explain to your boy, it's like, okay, here's how you messed up. Or him like going to talk to Adachi or whatever, then him like, oh no, like then and then we're playing it, it's like, okay, yeah, I know you're a dumbass, it's fine.
Yeah. 'Cause I mean, when he went to go talk to them, he was like, "Oh shit, you guys are right. I understand." You know, and like, ah.
Yeah.
And then the ending where like she just fucking does it again. Not that she like ghosted, but she like starts walking away. They kind of play it off as like a funny thing. But I'm just like, dude.
I feel yeah, if it was just that one off, that one off of like him doing that just kind of like I'm just going to walk off the shirt. If it's just
Yeah.
in isolation, that's pretty funny, of just sort of like the oh my gosh, you're I'm embarrassed, I'm walking away right now. We can talk about this later when you don't have the dumb shirt on.
I like the shirt.
Oh.
I would wear an I Heart Ichiban shirt if he was wearing an I Heart Mort shirt, like, and we could walk around like a cute little couple, you know what I mean? I would do it.
Okay, but what if okay, but what if in this scenario you're not dating Ichiban and it's some guy named Jeff. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if it's not somebody that you know, yeah, it'd be creepy, but, like, if it's somebody that, like, that you like, that you're interested in, and they're interested in you too,
So
and
it
then and they have a goofy ass personality like Ichiban has, it's not that weird.
so if you're dating this Jeff person for a year and you like each other and he does like I've got matching shirts for us to go on a date.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would wear it, dude. No
Oh.
shame. It's like, "That's my man's," and then I'm his woman's, like
Oh, here we go.
it's all about having fun, you know?
Well, wait a minute. Here's a merch idea. You could sell shirts with the heart that said I love Lady Mort, and then you could get like a shirt that says I love chat.
Yeah,
A heart with chat on
dude.
it, and then chat can have like the heart Lady Mortis VT.
That's cute, I like that, that's a good idea. They would probably be like, "Nah, that's too embarrassing, we don't love you." I even though they secretly do. They wouldn't want to admit it.
You'd wear it on the model, but they'd be all like, "Yeah, no, you're none of." They weren't being brave enough to watch your streams in the I Heart Lady Mortis shirt.
Exactly.
They don't want to have to like a family member will walk into them and be like, "What are you doing? Why are you wearing matching shirts with a video game character right now?"
I don't know. Is this cool? Oh, gosh.
Uh, I'll dress up like the standard otaku, but more. Oh,
Hell yeah.
okay. But so what would be your favorite non-Yakuza game?
Well, this one I think might be a little bit easier because I do have a lot of favorites because I played a lot of games, but I still think probably Persona 4 would probably be
Hmm.
my favorite. Uh, because it's so good. I love the characters. I like the mystery, the friendship aspect, the be true to yourself aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I played it, I guess, I mean, because I played it in high school and it was there for me, I guess, when like other factors in my life weren't.
Mm.
And so it's like there's also that kind of uh, sentimental, I guess, to it, but also I think it's just a really good story with really good characters. And
Yeah.
I'm so happy it's getting a remake.
Yeah. I remember. I guess I need to get over myself and stream the the golden version or whatever on stream at
Mm,
some point. Cause like I played the crap out of that during high school as well.
hell yeah.
Um and then I waited forever for 5 to come out, and the time when 5 came out, it came out on the freaking PlayStation and 4. and this was after I basically kind of gave up on consoles and just went to PC. So then I
Oh,
was like, ah, I see. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead. Well, I guess I'll just take a hand and go screw myself now. Thank, thank, thank you, Sony. I appreciate that, or whatever.
Yeah.
But uh, I, yeah. My only thing is, I'm just like, and the thing that I'll just have to get over is the the part of my brain that's gonna be like, no, but if we do that, we have to optimize our strategy to ensure we get the best possible ending. Because I
Oh,
swear, if you don't get it right, we're gonna be really bummed out. I know there are specific guys that it's like you would have to be like, okay, on this day, on day number thing, you go here, and then.
oh yeah.
But I feel which kind of feels somewhat self-defeating at that point. So I'm
Mhm.
torn. I probably just need to like man up and go for it. Try to silence the bad part of my tism that's being that wants to choke out the enjoyment of streaming this game that I grew up with people.
Mhm.
Um
Yeah, I've thought about streaming it too, but then it's like just because of how long it is, I'm like, I don't know, that would end up taking me a long time, especially now since I don't stream as much as I used to.
mhm.
That it would take a long time.
Yeah, yeah. Um okay, but all right. So this one, I feel like I don't even really need to ask this. I'm only asking it because I have it on the list. Which, although I feel like we're gonna have this, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have the same answer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask the question, and then I'll do like the on three, one, two, and then we can just say our answer. Okay? Okay. So
Oh no.
what is your favorite game character? One,
I,
two, three. Majima.
okay, I guess Majima right now. I don't know because I love so many characters. It's so hard. But yeah, definitely right now it's definitely Majima. But with some very close second up runners
Yes,
like
yes, I
Kiryu
feel
and
that.
Ichiban and stuff. But yeah, definitely Majima right now.
Yeah.
I love him so much. I mean, I have my like almost 6 foot tall cardboard cutout that I made of Majima staring at me right now over my desk. So I mean, I feel like yeah, he's great. I love him. I haven't bought any like Majima merchandise in a little while, and I'm like, I wonder, maybe I should do it.
I I
Maybe.
my I have I have the Majima duck. I forgot
Yes.
the little, what is it? U-Tunes duck. Hold on.
Yeah.
What's the, or excuse me, Tubbs,
Tubs.
Tubbz.
Yeah, the tubs.
I
They're
have that little duck.
nice. I have him and I have the Kiryu duck.
Oh.
They're so cute. I would love them to do an Ichiban one.
Oh yeah.
That'd be cute. I don't know how
Yeah.
they would do the hair, maybe, but I
Yeah,
feel like
that
it would
would be
have to.
interesting how they would pull hair off of that one.
Yeah, but yeah,
Um,
I love him.
but yeah. All that to say, oh, I definitely like me too, but you didn't want to do it on the 3, 2, 1, or 1, 2, 3, and you didn't. We were gonna have a moment, and then you just. Did you see that,
Well,
chat?
because but it's because it's hard because there's so many characters that I really like. But I mean, yeah, you do have a point. Majima is my favorite right now.
I know. I feel that too. Okay, but I was just to see, chat. Y'all were there to witness that. Okay. She denied the
I'm
bonding
sorry.
moment.
He's great though. It's great.
Wait, I have a cover up for to express how I feel right now. Hold
Oh
on.
no.
Hold on.
Ay, ay. That was a dame dane moment. I'm sorry. I apologize for my not meeting with the bro moment.
Uh, okay, but I guess would maybe be maybe like a follow up as far as like for your a non Yakuza character that maybe is one of your favorites as far as game characters.
Well, I will say before Majima, I guess like I did have kind of like two character obsessions,
There are non
but
Yakuza.
that were non-Yakuza characters, yeah, because I had like a couple of years where I just didn't really have like any characters that I felt like super attached to,
Hmm.
other than like the favorites from like high school and like early college. So but yeah, definitely some of my like favorite characters I guess outside of that were says Carlos, this were no, my favorites were Adachi from Persona 4.
Hmm.
I love that. I love that man so much. Is great character. But another one was Handsome Jack from Borderlands.
Okay.
I love him too. So yeah, I would say those two outside of Yakuza characters were like my favorites.
Mm. Uh. Okay. Then all right. So off the gamer questions. Um. But what is your favorite word?
Indubitably.
Indubitably.
Indubitably. Because it sounds
Indubitably.
so smart.
Yeah. Indubitably. Yes. Mm.
Indubitably. I never use it, but it's great.
You could try to like you should try to like work on like maybe do a thing where it's like I'm gonna try to work this into where I say this at one point on stream, like in proper usage. You know, you could try to work in the word indubitably.
Hmm.
Maybe do as the
Everybody be like,
challenge,
that came out of nowhere.
the Mort challenge.
Oh yeah.
Um,
That'd be cute.
okay. Then what would be your least favorite word?
Oh no, I feel like I had one. I know I had one. Oh no, I can't think of it. I don't think I've heard it in a long time.
Is it
I don't
moist?
know. No.
Okay.
I feel people who get bothered by the word moist are babies.
Yeah.
I like my cake moist. It's better that way than dry. Like why would you is you
Yeah.
you
There
know?
are definitely worse sounding words out there.
Exactly.
If you
I can't think of one.
if you want one, the word upchuck.
See, that one's not that bad either.
What's another word for like vomit, and it just like has this like guttural feeling of like almost like descriptive. I guess that depends on
Yeah.
how like squeamish you are around that type of stuff.
I feel like I'm not usually a squeamish kind of person.
I'll say that way maybe.
I don't know. I can't think of a word that I don't like very much. I don't know.
What I guess it would be whatever is the whatever word is the opposite of Majima.
I
I'm not sure what that would be.
I don't know what that would be. What, like the opposite of Majima?
Maji
Lame.
can't. I don't know.
Maji can't. Or Maji cans. Maji cans. Stupid. I don't know why I said that.
I know. Only the most witty of commentary from this kobold. I know. Um. Uh. Let's see. Lancaster saying her least favorite word is Tanemura. She hates him.
No, I don't. He was a good character. Just not my favorite.
I'm blanking out. I feel I should know the character Tanemura.
Or
Which one?
the
What was?
cop,
Oh, it's
the the playable one in 4, the cop guy.
oh, okay, right.
Wears a blue jacket.
Okay. Yeah, I remember now. Okay.
Yeah, see, I like him, but it's just not my favorite. That's Majima.
Okay. What is your favorite curse word?
I mean, probably fuck. I feel like I use that one a lot. It's probably fuck.
Okay.
It's probably my favorite curse word.
Honestly, I get that answer a whole lot on that. So,
Yeah, it's it gives something because I mean I use ass and bitches or bitch a lot, but especially on stream. Those are like my top 3 that I use. But no, fuck is probably my favorite.
hello, welcome in Asriel Tubes. Welcome on in. NATO says it's definitely bunny.
That's not a curse word. God.
Uh, Spitzel, yes, it has. Thank you very much for coming in we are doing an interview with Lady Bortis VT right now. Um, okay. So next question: what profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Profession. Like my like job?
Yes.
Oh. Well, it took me a long time to get to where I'm at now. But because I'm in my profession, I guess my job is a phlebotomist.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which is fun. I like it. But I don't know. I mean, if I were to like kind of, well, I mean, I don't know, like progress, not progress, but just, if I were to stay in the medical, maybe like something like something with like what is it? Radiology with like the x-rays and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like that'd be pretty cool. I would kind of because part of me is wanting to be like, oh, like the artistic stuff. Because I mean, when I was a little bit younger, I wanted to do like video games and stuff. I mean, because I went to school for 3D animation, got a degree in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not using it. So, but yeah, I think that not that it was. I mean, maybe a little bit of a dream, but maybe fizzled out on me.
Mm.
But I'm just happy to be where I'm at right now.
Although that would explain why you're not a squeamish person if you're a phlebotomist. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes sense. Thinking about it like that.
Natos was saying professional boy sniffer.
I no, 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 no. I'm a professional Majima sniffer. I feel like a lot of us are though, so it's okay. It's not like too out there.
Uh, let's see. Okay. Uh, uh, got a dude. Oh, the dude did not sound on my end. Sound
Oh,
alerts. Sound alerts is being bad. Bad sound alerts. Okay, we'll do that later though. We're on my yeah. Maybe able to. Okay, let me just refresh that. Maybe it just needs me to log in real quick. Sorry, just a second. I love technical difficulties. Okay. Now maybe it'll work. Hold on, I'll relieve the. No, wait, that's blurb. Darn it! I misremembered the site. Okay, well I'll deal with that later, and I'll refund your points later. Okay, Ezreal. Okay. Um. Uh. 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 Okay, what was the question? Um. All right. If you had $100 million to make a movie, what would it be?
To make a movie? Oh my. I've never thought about that before. To make a movie. I don't know. I mean, I like mystery type stuff, so maybe something along like that kind of line. Maybe a little spooky, a little mystery type, type something going on there. You know, murder mystery mayhaps perchance. That'd be cute.
50 Shades of Majima. Thank you, Nate House, for
Wow. I would not need $100 million to do that. Not saying I would do it for less or anything, but fuck.
We're just needs
Shit.
a gift card to Fiverr for that.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. Okay. So my next question is, who is your waifu or husbando? I guess I should fly apart from Majima.
Okay. All right. Now, hold on a minute.
Okay, I'll let you answer the question without like, is your waifu
I
or
mean,
husbando?
well, yeah, because I mean, I feel like this kind of ties into like, your favorite like character. I mean, I guess for some people, probably, there might be a little deviation there. But no, yeah, definitely like I mean, like pretty much almost the entire like cast of the Yakuza games. I mean, there's so much tasty husbando material in the series. I mean, like, come on now. Got Kiryu Akiyama, you got, Manzima, it's great. Daigo is, um yeah, but I mean, like, if we're talking outside Yakuza,
Yeah, I mean, because like, so for me, example, like my favorite game character is gonna be like Majima, as we discussed. But like, if we're going into waifu, it's like there's the character Freya from Final Fantasy IX.
I haven't played 9. I want to.
Oh, it's a really great addition, and I really love it.
Mhm. But I feel like for me, like my husbandos kind of tend to like overlap with like my like favorites.
Hmm.
But I think maybe one character that I guess I haven't mentioned yet, which I think would definitely be probably more husbando than like Adachi, um, and maybe Handsome Jack. I don't know. I haven't played Borderlands 2 in so long, but I really, I really like Luis from Resident Evil 4.
Okay,
Yes, I love Carlos from Resident Evil 3, but I love them both, but I think I like Luis more.
he's a neat character. Hmm.
He is, and I really like how the remake expanded upon his character a little bit.
Oh
It was
yeah,
good shit.
they did a good job with the remake with him.
They
I
did.
like that stuff. Um, uh, all right. And so moving on to here, we go into more streaming type questions. Um, but what inspired you to get into streaming?
So, I feel like it was kind of like an interesting road to get to this point, honestly. Because, like, for years, I had wanted to be like a Let's Player on YouTube, a face
Mm-hmm.
cam Let's Player on YouTube, back when I was in high school. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 2014, 2015, I'm like, I wonder if this is something that I could do. But I just had no clue around like the tech and how I could do it because I didn't have a computer at the time. I'm like, how am I going to be able to do this with just a PlayStation? And so I just didn't really move past that point. But throughout the years, I'd had some friends because I mean, we would like to play games. Like we would go to, one of our houses and then we would sit around the TV and like I would end up playing a game or one of them would play a game and we would just watch. And so they would tell me like, "Oh, like you're really entertaining to watch games sometimes. Like you should, you
Mm-hmm.
know, upload it to YouTube or something." And I'm like, "Oh, that's interesting." Like, and I had a few people tell me that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then so finally in what 2022, I think it was, yeah, 2022 is when I started. Um, I mean, I hadn't had thought about it in forever, but then I came across um clips, like funny clip compilations, because Luxium
Mhm.
had just like debuted for Niji Sanji. And I thought they were the funniest fucking shit, dude. And I was like, oh wait, like I can do that? Oh, I can art, like, I like well, I like drawing art, like, maybe I could draw, like, an avatar, and then, I could be anonymous. Even though that was never really an issue before, I wouldn't have minded doing a face cam,
Mhm.
but I'm like, "This is more creative, like, I can do that, and it seems interesting," and just pretty much from there, I was just like, "I'm gonna do it," and I immediately just started, like, drawing up, designs and stuff, and then just kind of just did it within, like, 2 months. 2 or 3 months of, like, "This is cool," and just started streaming.
Right.
Yeah, because also I figured, like, streaming to Twitch was easier than recording myself and uploading videos to YouTube.
Right.
So then that's why I went, like, the streaming route instead of, like, YouTube Let's Play. But
Yeah.
yeah.
If you were doing kind of like specifically Let's Plays, then you'd you'd want to have to do like much more editing and stuff like that before you put it up.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm not very good at editing.
I feel
I
that.
do the bare minimum for my YouTube channel, but I do even less now than what I used to. So
Uh, okay. And then, okay, let's see. Kind of explain on why VTubing. But so let's say next question, what inspired your design or design slash theming?
So I've actually been through like 3 different designs, vastly different designs. Um this one specifically though, cuz it was pretty much the second design I came up with out of the 3.
Mhm.
And then I did the third one, kind of was like, "Eh, this doesn't feel as comfortable skin to be in." So then I
Mhm.
reverted back to then the second design that I did. But this one pretty much, because I really like Victorian themes, dark, like, Victorian. I grew up with like, because originally I was actually supposed to be a vampire, not a Dolan.
Mhm.
um, so I know I like my design heavily leans into like vampire, old Victorian vampire stuff. Like I really liked like Interview with the Vampire, that like, but then also stuff like Sleepy Hollow. So like those like the dark, like kind of 2000s-y like type stuff, I guess, I don't know.
Mhm.
And, so yeah, that's kind of where I ended up taking the inspiration from, and then I feel like the colors just kind of go really well with that themage,
Mm.
um, and then, like, for, like, my hair specifically, like, because I feel like there's a lot of, like, my mother tied into, like, the theme, because she had, like, a really big influence on me, I guess, in, like, some of the stuff that I grew up to like,
Mhm.
uh but there's, like, this hairstyle because she likes Victorian stuff too, and there's this hairstyle that she does. This is not exactly it, but the way that I drew my model, it translated better. Instead of doing, like, that Victorian kinda, like, poof, where it's kinda, like, poofy on the top and on the sides, and then you got, like, a little kind of mini, almost knot or bun in the back,
Mhm.
because that's what she likes to do, but it just wouldn't translate well on a 2D, like, drawn model, I felt
Right.
like. Not with at least my, like, rigging ability and my, like, artistic ability. So, I just was like, "Hey, bun is pretty close, and I like slightly wavy hair," so then we went for that. But also, like, the gray streaks, like, I really like gray hair or white hair a
I mean,
lot, cause like
it really adds something and makes it very striking.
yeah, it does. Cause like, I mean, for me, like, I mean, I'm getting my gray hairs, in, and I'm like, "Oh, like, I wanna show them off," type thing, and I'm really excited about it, cause like, cause even though I'm really young to be getting gray hairs, it's, like, genetic. Cause like,
Mm.
my dad, he had a full head of white hair, not gray, white hair by, like, 35.
Oh wow. Yeah,
And
that's
so, ever since I was small, I was like, "I want your hair, I wanna be just like you, give me your hair. I can't wait to have white hair." And that just kinda stayed. So now that I'm actually, like, starting to get the white hairs, I'm like, "Yes, fuck yeah." So I wanted to put that in the design, but it does, like, an extra, like, detail, like, striking if it was just, like, the purple that it is.
You
too.
you're aiming for IRL white hair anime waifu. Go look.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Like I guess it on that. Like I don't know. I was like those like the like 2000s vampire movies,
Mm,
like 90s, 2000s, um and just like old like Victorian stuff cuz I also really like what was that movie? Crimson Peak and like that kind of stuff. It was like so I don't know. I really like the like aesthetic and it's
mm.
nice. Elegant.
Nato says
But
one
also
day Chad ate her horse. Ever since then, she's been a depressed goth.
yeah, they ate my horse really early on. I've been horseless for years. Yeah. But I mean, with this aesthetic though, I feel like it kind of, in a way, sets me apart a little bit, makes
Mm,
me a little bit more unique in the sphere. I mean, there's like a lot of VTubers out there that do have like Victorian aesthetics and stuff like that, but
right.
I feel like there isn't a whole lot of us. So,
Yeah, I think there's like a
it's
smaller one that
unique.
it's like where it's very like specifically more Victorian as opposed to kind of. I mean, there's a number of like broadly goth, of course, out there, but I wouldn't say as
Mhm.
much as like the specifically like trying to make a more Victorian like that high goth Victorian area
Yeah.
like aesthetic. That's that's
Yeah.
that's 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 less present.
Yeah.
Also, I'm
Yeah.
trying to think. I may only know.
Oh, oh my goodness. That worked.
Did something in your other chat trigger?
I think that was probably Bunny in my chat triggering.
To Detroit. No! No,
Yeah.
not Detroit! No!
Hi, Blueble Fairy. No one's getting taken to Detroit. We're all good here. So don't worry. Uh.
Didn't think it would work.
It does
Oh
work.
my god. Well, Ichiban joined the
Yeah.
the
If
conversation.
if if you want to continue the remainder of the interview with Ichiban, it's fine. It's fine. It's understandable.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I need my Ichiban pillow right now.
Got your security, Ichiban. It's okay. I
I
understand
do.
that. Um,
Hell yeah.
and once again, if you have any questions, feel free to put those in the chat. We do have some more questions we're working through, but uh, we will be wrapping up soon. So, probably without about the next 15 or 20 minutes. So if you have some questions, make sure to put those in the chat very soon. Um, okay. But yeah, I'm trying to, I don't think I know one other specifically Doulahan VTuber. Um, but that's like the only one I'm thinking. So there's not I don't think there's that many as many like Doulahan VTubers out there specifically.
Yeah,
I see.
no. I know of I think like maybe 4 other ones.
Hmm.
Yeah, like 3 or 4, I believe.
Yeah. It's
But yeah, definitely there's definitely not a lot.
there's unlike where it's of deciding, oh, what type of VTuber I should be. Oh, I don't think there's an I know there's some goblin VTubers, but I don't see any kobolds. I'm gonna become a kobold several months later. Man, there's a lot of us kobold VTubers.
Well, cute.
I
There, when there's it's a community. I don't know.
Yeah, there's quite a few of us. So
Cool.
if anyone ever wants to know some other point out some more kobold VTubers, I know quite a few there. So um, Natos is asking who's your favorite chatter.
See, I can't answer that. I love all my chatters. No, but Bunny has definitely been there for a very, very long time. So, you probably, you're up there. You're up there, Bunny. If I wouldn't say I have a number one, but you would be up probably in like the like armful of chatters that would maybe probably be up there.
Your VIPs, your VIP chatters, the VIPs.
I think for VIPs, I've only ever given 4 VIPs out, and 3 of them I know IRL.
Hmm.
And then the other VIP was the very first, like, chatter I ever had,
Aw.
who, like, occasionally does still, like, pop in. It's not very often, but does occasionally pop in.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was not actually expecting. Oh, yeah, Bunny,
Yeah,
you
no,
got a
Bunny.
nice little surprise.
Yeah. No, Bunny's, been with me for a very long time.
Hmm. Okay, let's see. Uh, uh, okay, so what is your biggest inspiration for what you do? And this is one of my questions that I'm going to do the therapist thing, which is be very obnoxious and say, what does this question mean to you in terms of how you interpret it or whatever? So,
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess, like, I was gonna ask, like, in, like, VTubing or the type of, like, content I make, I guess. I mean, I guess that's my assumption. I mean, honestly, because it was who's my biggest inspiration, right? Or what is
yeah.
my I'm not gonna lie, at least when I started, I didn't have one. I mean, other than, like, yeah, like, I saw, like, Luxium and what they were doing, but it was more I mean, they were funny as hell, but, like, I was like, "Oh, like, VTubing is a thing that I can do," and then just kinda, like, went from there. Like, I haven't, I guess, had, like, an Oshi or anything like that.
Hmm.
I'm like, "Oh, this is a streamer that I watch that I wanna be like them," or, I mean, as I've gone on the journey and I mean, I've seen different, like, streamers and stuff, I'm like, "I really appreciate what they do," or "They're really good at what they do." Like, I would like to be more like them, but I don't think I've incorporated any of what I've seen other people do
Hmm.
into, like, what I do. It's honestly just kind of been, like, what comes naturally to me. And I mean, obviously, I've come a long way
Mm.
from where, when I first started, but it was mostly just like I just want to be able to play video games and talk to people because I was lonely.
Mm.
And so
Oh,
I
I
know,
feel
like,
that. I feel that.
yeah, I feel like a lot of streamers that kind of tends to be like the thing. And so, yeah. So, I mean, I just started just putting on games and just if people came in, because I know, like, I do like to talk. I do. And it was awkward at first trying to talk to a computer, I guess, to not nobody, but I mean, as sometimes, especially like in the beginning and stuff, like there would be nobody there. So you have to talk to nobody.
You're
Um,
talking to a mic and a screen.
Yeah, and, like, I've always been super awkward when it comes to pre-recorded stuff. I'm like, I muffle my voice, I'm, like, trying to make sure nobody else in the house can hear me, but then I'm also embarrassed to record myself. But that was the nice thing with, like, streaming is it's just I'm just talking,
Hmm.
and I don't know. It's like I just at first I did kind of muffle my voice, I was more quieter. Now I'm definitely too loud, and I bother the other people in my house.
Yeah.
But but I just talk like I would be talking to just to anybody, and it just I don't know. I feel like I've opened up
Yeah.
to how I would be like IRL, just
It
talking to people.
Yeah, it's one of those. It does feel for some reason streaming is a little bit more. It feels a little bit less, I guess, formal or stuff. It feels less formal or stuffy than if you were just going to be like, okay, I have a script or some lines I'm gonna read, going on like
Yeah.
that. Um, I'll even do that when I'm noticing. So, like, if I'm when I'm doing my weekly reading stuff, if I were to record my readings offline or whatever, as opposed to doing the recordings while I'm live on Twitch, I would probably feel much more more nervous for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, um, and I would probably just feel like more likely to like stumble over stuff for some reason. I feel it's maybe gotten just because like as you get used to streaming, it's still like your brain carves it out and it's still like different enough from just recording,
Yeah.
something off than the other. That would be my my little attempt at a theorem about maybe why that is. I don't know.
Hmm.
Brain is weird. Brain does weird
Your
brain
brain is
things.
weird. Hmm.
Um Money says I'm the stubborn leech that you just can't get rid of.
It's okay, I like the stubborn leech, I guess, being there. That's fine.
Nah.
I'm not trying to get rid of him.
Um Her chat is her favorite parasitic life forms. No. There's something.
Yeah.
Um Maybe that become your new name for like your chatters, your leeches.
My leeches, my parasites. Aw, how cute.
Okay, that could go on the heart shirt where it's the like I love my
Anybody new that would come in to my stream and I'm wearing a shirt that says I heart my leeches or whatever would be like, what the hell? It would be a conversation starter. It
Yep.
would. 1000%.
Uh but yeah, I don't it's been a while since I've like answered this question myself, so like I guess I'll do it. But like if I were to say like inspiration and especially in regard to like how I approach streaming. So I don't know if it's would actually be so it was a television show that ran on for but it's had like a reboot or resurrection or whatever in the last few years, but it would be a Mystery Science Theater 3000. This is extremely nerdy, so I don't expect people to know what it is. The one or two people that are like, "Oh, I know that thing," are gonna be like, "Yes, I know." I feel like that, but it's basically, um, so it was a television show that it got started at the very like tail end of the 80s, like 89 or something. And then it went into like through like 1997. And it's a very like cult like kind of popular thing. Um uh but the basic format was so it had it had one guy and then two puppets that would be voiced by two different people or whatever, and they would be reacting and making comments while they were watching like some sort of like old B movie that they could get the rights to. So, although they would sometimes get like more recent stuff that was just like completely so all these like really crappy like some were like B movies and just like they were able to get the rights either, and some just like really like crappy 70s or 80s stuff that was just or whatever, and they would just make these comments or whatever. They'd had to have a plot that was like adjusting or whatever, because the two with puppets were like robot puppets. So,
Hmm.
um, because the whole like the conceit of the show that it's this guy who's sent up into space by some mad evil scientist, and he's forcing him to watch these bad movies, and the only thing he can do to like try to keep sane is he made two robots to watch it with him, so they have to like
Hmm.
try to make it through. So which means I have a
So,
lot of knowledge on very obscure and dumb films.
oh yeah.
So
That's cool though.
if you want to watch some very interesting some things that are like what were some like good great good bad films like Before the Room, I got you covered, that are
Uh,
in that thing.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say my number one is gonna be always called Manos: The Hands of Fate. It is something. So, if you want, it's considered a horror film. So if you want to watch a horror film, that is, yeah, it
Hell yeah.
is. It is.
Interesting.
And actually, you could actually get away. Well, let's see. I think the audio bots would like baunt you or whatever because I've watched it. But even though it is in public domain, because they messed up during the initial release with like copyright, with not doing it, so it's in public. And of course, it was so like low budget and whatever that no one bothered, and no one bothered actually like correcting the copyright mishap.
Oh, uh-huh.
So um it's public domain, and it's one of those like it is it is a piece of thing. It is an
Mm-hmm.
experience. um okay, I'm trying to figure out because I do have an ad break, but I want to check, how are you doing on time?
I mean, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Let me see. Well, I could probably use. Okay, I think we can just get away with me snoozing ads. I have them up saved up, so we're good. Um, she can stay for another 22 hours.
No, I have work tomorrow.
Um, uh, she's got to phlebotomize people.
I do. Gotta take their blood. Well,
Yeah,
part of it, at least. Mm-hmm.
I'm not a good person to phlebotomize. My veins are apparently like very obnoxious to find.
Are they like super deep or like really thin? Roll easy.
They've been described as slippery.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I had a lot of slippery veins on Friday, I think. I was struggling. There was a bunch of people that their veins kept moving on me and I'm like, "Oh my God." I had to like ask my coworkers to come out.
I would be that
Yeah.
guy, so I'm sorry.
It's okay.
On behalf of my slippery veined brethren, I apologize. Slippery veins of the world unite and move somewhere else when you're trying
Aw.
to poke us. Um, okay. Uh, so how long have you been streaming?
So it's been because we're in August now, probably about like I mean it's been a little over 3 years. I had started in April. It was April. I think the day was April 10th, 2022.
Mm,
So yeah, it's been over 3 years now.
yeah. So, okay. Yeah, then we've actually gotten, honestly, then we started at probably about the same time. Because
Neat.
I was 3 years as of January. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hell
So
yeah.
at this point, about 3.5 then. Um,
Mm.
okay. What have you enjoyed most about streaming?
I think probably like I guess the social aspect of it, because I mean that's what I really wanted to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean I was always playing games before, and I mean especially leading up to roughly like before within that year before when I had started actually streaming, there was some games that I had played and I'm like, "Oh, that would have been interesting, if I had recorded my reaction." So I like being
Mm.
able to look back at myself and see like reactions I've had to certain things. But I think the biggest thing is just being able to talk to people and like experiencing a story with them. Like seeing chat freak out when I'm freaking out over things is
Mm.
pretty cool, and just like laughing and having like a lot of fun like when just like silly shit's happening or I'm doing something stupid and it's funny as hell and it's just like everybody's having a good time. I don't know, I think that's probably like my favorite like thing. Because then I get to look back and then see it like just that moment captured in time of just everybody having a really good time.
Mm,
I don't know. I think it's great. I really enjoy it.
yeah. There's a lot of it is kind of like a tricky thing about, as someone that when you primarily play like single player type games, um, especially if it's stuff where you're focusing on a story or stuff like that, um, that, you know, while you're enjoying this like experience and stuff like that, it's kind of like, if you're, it's like when you're watching a movie and you're enjoying it or whatever, but you would kind of like just maybe watch it with other people so then you can react with it together and stuff like that. Because it becomes like, so you can have like that experience like as a group, this, single player experience worth honestly, but while doing it as a group. So I can definitely relate to that for sure. Um,
Hmm.
uh, so even stuff that I've necessarily like played, maybe I've played before, I enjoy, I've always kind of think of there's games that I played growing up a lot. Um, and it's always, so it's been really cool like when I've gotten chances to, play those on stream with people because I get the experience of not just revisiting something that I grew up, of, the last time I played it would be like 15 years ago or maybe longer or something like that. But
Hmm.
also with other people that either are in the category of, oh yeah, I remember this thing, or I played this some growing up, or oh, I've never seen this before, So that's there's been some games like that. Um, though something that's gonna have to happen is I think I'm gonna probably do this as a reward for whenever I get to um I don't know if I'll do it for maybe 700 or 800 follower, but I may wait to 800 of playing the good old PS2 US dub of Yakuza 1.
Yes, yes. No, I was wanting to do that one too on my stream, but then I kind of I feel like I'm probably gonna end up putting that off for a long time now though, just because getting like I mean I guess because because I bought it for my PS2 and I'm
Mhm.
like oh I need to get the adapters
Right.
for it, but like some of the like good adapters out there that I was looking at
Mhm.
are not compatible with my capture card. And so I'm like, "Oh, no. Oh, shit." Cause yeah, like, that was the plan, once I finished all the Yakuza games to then go back and play 1 and 2 on the PS2.
Mm.
But then, I mean, things for me kinda slowed down, especially when I got the job that I did, so I'm like, "Yeah, that probably honestly won't happen for a really long time."
Oh yeah.
Cause I wanna, like, check out some other stuff first, I guess, but yeah, but that was something I wanted to do too, cause I think that'd be, like, really funny, and cool, and yeah.
It's because there's gonna be stuff that you know, because unironically, it was one of the few games growing up that I actually played through to completion, which was very rare for me. So the fact that both it and then its sequel, back then I both played those through completely
Mm. Mhm.
says a lot, about how highly I viewed those things. So coming
Mhm.
back of it, one and especially as someone that's also now played through all these games or whatever and the more modern iterations and stuff like that, and then normally and then it's especially someone that pretty much just kind of sticks to subtitles versions, um uh
Yeah.
that it's gonna be a treat for on multiple different levels
Yeah.
because even the sound bites or whatever on some of the dialogue was, it's like, oh yeah, this is verily mid 2000s crime energy.
Mhm.
Crime drama energy. What is it? The line I've heard where apparently like U.S. Nishiyama goes like 12 years in the joint turns you into a pussy.
Oh.
In this very where it's that
Yeah.
is that is some wild energy in comparison
Yeah.
to and Mark Hamill does the voice, aka Luke Skywalker slash animated Joker does the voice of Majima. It's
Yeah.
man,
That'll be wild.
oh gosh. Um, but and Kiryu's cursing about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying he doesn't. It's just sort of like he's a bit more like very restrained about it, and when you
Yeah.
dud, he's like, oh, um, uh, okay, um, actually, so I think actually I'm gonna have to I hate to do this, but I think we are gonna have to go ahead and just take that ad break. But I'll make sure we just do it specifically for 3 minutes. Because there's just some questions that we've got coming up. We don't have that many, but there's some I don't want to feel as like rushed on it, especially you.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we'll be right back in 3 minutes. See y'all then. And please, if you have any questions that you do want to ask, please put those in the chat. Use now as the opportunity to. All right. See y'all in just a bit. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Um, okay, I do see. Bunny asks, "What's your mom's maiden name? Name of your first pet, first school, and the three funny numbers on the back of your car."
Oh, Bunny, little trickster. Goodness.
Though let's see, Lancaster is asking, you guys were talking about earlier about streaming. Were you ever approached or do you ever search for any like VTuber team? I'm not talking about big VTuber cores, just like a team in general. Yeah, like the Twitch teams and stuff like that. Um, um, I know there's like some because I know there's like some that some people I know are a part of. I guess that I've occasionally like maybe thought out of. I've never been approached for one. Um, and it's kind of one of those things that it's like I've kind of considered out. There's a lot of people that of circles that I've run in that are like part of the same like teams. So it's one of those things that I probably should give more thought to, honestly, and maybe uh approach some people I know about that are in similar teams. So, but what about you? Uh, or just
No, I've never been approached anybody, and I've never actually like searched anything out. Because as much as I like, for me, streaming has been like a social like outlet to combat loneliness. I'm not like a big social person. So like being a part of a group and stuff like that, I feel like there would be I would like, and it's just an assumption of mine because it's probably not like that, but just like an expectation to kind of like talk to the people that would be in your team and then like probably stream with them and stuff like that. And I'm like,
mm,
I've always done like my own thing in my own corner by myself. So I've it's honestly something that never kind of really crossed my mind. I mean, with like the big corporations, I mean, I have applied. I've only ever applied twice to like once to like two different companies. But I mean, obviously that didn't go anywhere. But it was just kind of like, that'd be neat, but also because I needed a job. So, but now I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think I would I think I'm just kind of chilling right now, you know?
yeah. If
Yeah.
yeah, if you wanted to apply to like Phase Connect or something, you gotta up your crazy energy. I'm sorry to say, you gotta be you
Yeah.
gotta up that up. Um, Bunny says she's been too busy kissing the Majima cutout.
I do not kiss the cutout. That would ruin it. I'd have to make another one. And I already wasted enough ink because the printer broke while I was printing out Majima. It got stuck on a loop on his legs, and
Oh,
so his black leather pants just used up all of the black ink.
oh no.
Repeating his legs.
Well, I mean, I guess you could like get them laminated.
Yeah, well, yeah, but then I feel like it would look ugly
Yeah, it would probably
if
look.
it's laminated.
It wouldn't probably look as good.
No, and it'd catch the glare of like the lights in my room. I like him better the matte,
Guess
paper
what she did with all
look.
those extra?
I didn't do it. I recycled the paper.
You never know when you're. I guess you never know. You're gonna need an extra Majima leg or something. I don't know. Reuse it for a
True.
Halloween decoration or something.
I mean, I could. I mean, it's too late now, but
Uh, okay. So what have you streamed that has had the most psychological or emotional impact on you?
based on like the content itself of the game.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh. So, man, I shit. Because I'm trying to remember like some of the games that maybe I had played like earlier on too. but probably games that had the biggest psychological impact. Honest I mean, because the ones that are definitely coming to, like, my mind right now, um, 'cause I'm trying to think of, like, games like, oh, like, it made me cry. I feel like that's a big tell. Um,
Mm.
would be I mean, Outer Wilds, I feel like for multiple different reasons, impacted me psychologically. That was part of the question, right? Psychologically.
Yeah,
Okay.
psychological and or emotional.
Yeah, it was definitely both. Because fun fact, I am horrified, terrified, paralyzing fear of certain aspects of space.
Yeah.
I love space. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, yeah, I guess you probably saw. But yeah, no, that game scared me a lot in ways that it probably scared no other person. Um, so that was interesting. But the ending itself was also very good because I had been hearing a lot, from like I mean the chatters and stuff, and then people online and everything,
Mm.
um, that it's just how, like, great of a game it is, and I mean, while I was playing and, like, the story and the ending and everything was just, like, phenomenal and amazing and, like, and people don't spoil it because it's great to have somebody experience it for the first time without being spoiled and all that, um, and I mean, as I was playing it, I mean, I was having a really good time, but I'm like, I don't know, like, how this could have had this impact on so many people, but then when I finally actually got to the end, I'm like, I understand now, like, I get
Mm.
it. Holy shit. And it was really good. But then also it would probably also maybe probably it probably and maybe I don't know if it would probably maybe not as on big of a impact, but I don't know, it was a pretty big gut punch. Was Gaiden for Yakuza, but also Yakuza 8, Like a Dragon 8,
Oh, eight,
Infinite
and
Wealth.
then okay,
Yeah.
so the okay, like a dragon, the man who erased his name.
Yeah,
That one,
that one,
okay,
that
and then
one,
eight, okay,
and then
infinite
8.
wealth.
Yeah. But it's because for those, the buildup of having played, like, all the other games and then just, like, getting so close to Kiryu as a character, and
Yeah,
then, like, the ending of Gaiden, the man who
yeah,
erased his name, like, that was just, like,
yeah. The ending segment hits
yes.
like a truck.
I was a mess. Oh my god. Like, he had snot and tears, I was also snot and tears, like, 'cause I love his kids like he loves his kids. Cause I really enjoyed 3, so the kids meant a lot to me throughout the
Mm.
games, right? You know? And then 8, of course, with all of Kiryu's stuff in 8, cause I don't watch trailers, I have no clue about any of these games before I go into them,
Mm.
and so I didn't have, like, that big Kiryu moment spoiled to me, and then to experience it, I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
So, yeah. So a lot of Kiryu's stuff in Infinite Wealth was just emotionally, like, impacting
Oh
my
yeah.
ass, dude, fucking
It really is.
So, yeah, I mean, those are, like, the 3 games that I can definitely think of off, like, the top of my head. 'Cause I mean, I've played a lot, but I mean, maybe, like, as, like, a runner up, the Silent Hill 2 remake, just because I was just in awe of everything. So, I mean, and it did make me emotional too, like, throughout it, but that, like, kinda definitely stands out to me in terms of, like, the all the games I've played in my streaming career. I'm sure I'm probably
Mm.
forgetting something, but I felt like the remake was really good, and it did make me emotional. But also, the tension, I mean, that was probably one of, like, the first games in a very long time that I was actually, like, scared
Mm.
and, like, apprehensive while playing it. And I feel like that has not happened to me in a very long time when it's come to horror games. So they did a really good job with that, but yeah.
Okay. Lancaster says Pear Wiggler did their job. Bunny
What?
says, and then Ryuji exploded.
He did not. He did not.
Lancaster
Ah!
said, never forget how she yawned during Yakuza 4 ending sequence.
I also did not yawn. Thank you.
Then okay. I was gonna say, yeah, I know for me, uh uh yeah, I think, one of the couple big hits for me or whatever as far as being moved was so like the Higurashi series, because going through that, and I mean it's because you were watching like the show or whatever, where it it feels very like, I'm forgetting what the term or whatever, but it's very like simpler, kind of silly, almost say out, but like the theme is basically about the importance of friendship and communication, really. It's like that is what the game is about. This, but despite all this other like stuff going on and crazy and horrific thing going on, that's like the thing or whatever. So it really does, and because I was going through, there's 8 volumes proper, and then there's a 9th kind of bonus one. So it was a mixture of how much you have to go through to like get the final story, and then the length of time I had been doing those for time or whatever. I would never do a series that long again, just because
Yeah.
of how I've um because even with breaks it was quite something. um but it was moving or whatever, and then um the other, I mean, the I knew going in what was going to happen when I played the game Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, see, I haven't played
Yeah.
those. I want to, but I
So
think I had something spoiled for me in the second game,
yeah,
so I've been not playing it.
I will give you spoilers, or where you say, me as someone that had played knowing things ahead of time,
Mm.
um uh I was still surprised with how much like the ending segment of hit me. So
Mhm.
it's one of those things I would say, just because maybe you feel you've had it spoiled or whatever, probably isn't going to really mess with your experience. And to some extent, the fact that it's a sequel, and when you like just by booting it in and knowing it's a sequel, um knowing about the previous game in a way kind of spoils it, because
Oh.
since because the sequel is like a prequel. So it happens before the events of the first game.
Oh, shit. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff. It's kind of, so in a lot of ways you're kind of learning of like, well, what led up exactly? How did the events that led up to the events of the first game happen? So you're going
Okay.
in, this is not going to end well, but it still manages to I won't go into specifics or whatever,
Yeah.
but stuff's going to happen badly.
Oh.
Just from, if you read the introductory clip of the first game,
Mhm.
in a store, on a web store, but you're still
Mhm.
gonna be, it's still,
Okay.
it still hits hard.
Yeah. Well, that makes me feel better about it then.
Yeah. So it's still a, there are
Mhm.
people I'm sure out there that are like, I'm sure there are older people out there that they don't really like do video games, but they really like just Western dramas or stuff like that,
Mhm.
that have
Mhm.
probably like just gone on YouTube and like watched the cinematics of it. I
Mhm.
would totally, it is, Red Dead Redemption is 2 is the example of how Rockstar, despite how they act 80% of the time, is still so highly regarded. It is
Mm-hmm.
that freaking good. But yeah, and I was surprised with how emotional I got with the end of Yakuza 7. It's like
Mm-hmm.
with how that because of the antagonist or whatever, I was getting emotional. And I'm like, I don't even like the antagonist, but I'm getting emotional of how it because of like you care because of how much Ichiban cares. You
And
know?
that's the thing. I was kind of mad at myself at the end of 7 because I didn't get emotional during that scene.
Mm.
I mean, like, I felt, like, pain for Ichiban, but, like, I didn't start crying or anything, which I'm a big ass crybaby. And so the fact that I wasn't, like, actually emotional, I was like, "Damn." I did end up start crying a little bit later. I wanna he's, like, on the bridge or something.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's where I started crying. But I'm like, I don't know why, and I was kinda mad at myself. I'm like, "I should be more emotional." Like, what the fuck? Eh,
Yeah. I
I mean, it's good shit. It was good shit, though. It
yeah.
was good shit. I did really like I just don't know why I wasn't emotional.
Bunny says
I'm
Mort's
not dead
dead
inside.
inside.
Ah!
Listen, Doulahan are not the undead. They are the unseelie Fey folk, okay? There's a difference.
Mhm, mhm.
I'm sure I mispronounced that word poorly, but
Uh,
the thing.
that's okay. I'm honestly surprised this didn't happen earlier when we figured out that
Yeah.
they could mess with my model.
Jesus. Um, what you really need is you need like an redeem where it's like you can pull out like the classic Doulahan whip where it's just like a person's
Mm,
spine.
yeah, that'd be cool. I had because like the thing with my for my character, I wasn't originally supposed to be a Dullahan.
Mhm.
Like as I was supposed to be a headless horseman, but everybody kept coming into my stream calling me a Dullahan, so I'm like, I guess I'm a Dullahan now. But they have vastly different lore,
Oh yeah.
and I'm like, so I still in a way I kind of push against the Dullahan lore. But yeah.
But I mean, with a Doulahan, you get a badass human spine whip, and then also you can like throw human blood in people's faces.
I mean, I do work with people's blood on a
But there
daily
you go.
basis.
So see, it kind of works. There's a connection with your IRL self as well. It's like, yeah, I can throw all the leftover blood from my job
Mhm.
that spilt over.
And at least it was ethically sourced, kinda. Mhm.
Um. Okay. Uh. So, what has been one of your most memorable moments streaming?
I don't know. I felt like this question was, like, coming, but, like, I don't know. I mean, because there's, like, so many different, like, times that I remember for, like, varying different reasons.
Hmm.
Like the first, like, big raid I got
Hmm.
or honestly, the very first raid I got, I was so flabbergasted. My goodness. Um, and I don't know, like, like, first times, I guess, maybe that I had, like, people that I look up to come into my stream.
Hmm.
That was those, like, because I mean, that happened, like, a few times with, a few, different people that I kinda look up to. Um, so those, I remember those too, and I don't know, it's just, like so it's kind of more of a broad, I guess, of, like, different, like, times different things have happened. Um I mean, other than like the moments where like I'm just having like a really good goofy ass time with chat, because
Hmm.
I do remember those too. And then a lot of the time it's like I don't want to forget like when like there's really goofy ass moments. So like I'll go in and try to like clip just goofy ass moments so then if I forget like when I go back and I look at my clips for like a compilation or something at the end of the year, like I'm like, "Oh yeah." And yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to like pinpoint like certain moments, but there's been definitely moments that kind of like made me feel like really good. I guess like in terms of like just getting along well with chat, but then also like m- people that I look up to, in their way, like maybe try to support me or you know different things like that.
Hmm. I think
Yeah,
Bunny's working on trying to be the first victim of the blood bucket, because they're saying she's 4'2", she looks up to everyone.
I'm not 4'2". Not 4'2". No, I'm not short. I'm average height.
Uh,
I'm average.
okay, then let's see. So, what is your favorite collaborative event you've ever taken part in?
So I honestly haven't done a lot. I'm not like super big on collabs just because I feel like I'm like really awkward. Um, so I want to say I've only ever, I mean, because I mean there's the one we're doing right now. Um,
So I'm your favorite? Yay!
this
I'm kidding. You don't have to.
has been a lot of fun. No, this has been a lot of fun. Um, the first the first collab I ever did, and I don't know if I've actually ever made my feelings known on it. I was not having a good time.
Oh
It was good
no!
at first, but it just like quickly like turned sour for me.
Oh no!
'Cause it was like it was a giant like 20-person like Among Us collab.
Oh no!
I'm not good at those types of games. And because also like I hadn't had played in a long time,
Hmm.
I couldn't easily lie because I wasn't super familiar with the maps and like that kind of thing.
Hmm.
And so it did not go super well, but also with just so many people,
Oh
like
yeah.
I never wanted to talk over people. I never, and it was my first like collab ever. So like I didn't know like etiquette on muting myself to talk to chat and like so I ended up I think ignoring chat a lot of the time. So it's definitely memorable, but I wouldn't say it was like my favorite. But
Yeah, that
yeah,
would, I
I
mean, that
mean,
would be very hard for like, oh my gosh, 20, even for like
yeah.
someone that are experienced in doing collabs, 20 just sounds crazy.
Yeah, and I feel like it may have soured collabs for me after that,
Hmm.
because like I did not. And then I want to say probably the next collab I did after that was like a year and a half later.
Hmm.
And I mean, so I think I did two, yeah, two collabs with Idol Iris, a VTuber friend of mine,
Hmm.
and those were fun, like fun. They were like doing DVD and stuff for like like events and stuff. And so I mean, but I felt like those were kind of pretty like standard. They were fun, but they were pretty standard. So I like it's just like the one that like stands out to me, even though it wasn't great, was just that first Among Us one.
Oh yeah.
Because I'd say this one and then the ones with Iris have just been like a good fun time. So so I don't know if I have a favorite, but yeah, I usually don't collab with people.
Yeah, it can be tricky, and it's kind of something I'm not the, honestly, up until I was bad about getting parts of like collabs until I started doing um this show. Um uh so, it means I at least I'm gonna have like two collabs each month. And honestly, I'm probably gonna be like trying to do some more, not necessarily interviews, but just stuff outside it. Um but uh it can be, let's see. I think I think there was one time I did maybe do like a super large one or whatever, and it was kind of like whatever. But up in times like so now, if I do something where it's a bit on the large side, it's about um, it's typically like gonna max out at about 6 people,
Hmm.
um, like maybe 6 or 7, um, because like there's a party game, there's like a couple party games I'll do if I want to do like a larger collab with some different people. One which it's like um so they're party but they're a bit on the like the smaller side as far as allowed for it. And that's much more like manageable. I couldn't imagine trying to like get it together with 20 people. I know there's
Yeah.
like I think normally if I'm doing so normally it's been if I've been doing something it's maybe like with like one other or like 2 other people, so maybe like more closer to like 4 at max, which works because there's a lot of like most multiplayer games typically max out at 4 anyway.
Yeah.
So it kind of it's a nice number, you know. Honestly, it's kind of like working with collabs. I don't know. It kind of feels a little bit like if someone were doing like a D&D group in terms of like the amount of people of depending on what you're doing and stuff like that. You don't want to have too many, but you know, although if you're doing collabs with streaming, it's perfectly able to do it like with one other person like this, just as long as you kind of know what you're doing.
Hmm.
So, uh, but yeah, I'm just thinking 20 people. Oh my gosh. And especially that
Yeah.
one being your first one. That's like your first experience of like chicken, of like if the first time you ever ate like chicken and got you food poisoning.
Yeah. Yeah. And because it was, I think within like the first like 8 months of me streaming.
Hmm.
And so it was pretty early for me, but I was trying to reach out and like network with people,
Hmm.
on like Twitter and stuff. And there's this big event, and you get like put with a bunch of people, and then you get to meet them, people of varying different sizes. And so I mean, it seemed like really good in concept, I guess. And I think it probably did work out for a lot of people, but for me, I was just like, this just didn't mesh well with me
Hmm.
and was kind of a nightmare.
Yeah.
I was so bitter by the end.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just because I wasn't doing well, and like all the people talking, and it was a lot.
Yeah, if you ever want to like meet some more people or whatever, especially that are maybe more on like the mellower side of things, I definitely know some folks or whatever that are very easy to talk to and stuff like that. So, um, uh, um, let's see. Um, okay. So, what are some streaming goals you currently have, maybe in the short term and then in some of the long term?
Honestly, I feel like any goals that I probably had like at the beginning of the year, kind of, I just like don't have anymore. But because I know, especially lately since starting the job that I have now, and it like
Mm-hmm.
takes so much of my time,
Hmm.
all of like the growth and progress that I kind of made last year when it came to streaming, like it kind of screeched to a
Hmm.
halt. And I kind of, and at some points, kind of moved back a little bit in terms of like the progress I had made. And so now I'm like, well, instead of like stressing about it and stuff, and thinking too hard about it, I'm just like, I'm just gonna do my thing, play my games, whatever people come and stuff like that. Cause I mean, I don't really, not that I posted a lot on Twitter either, but just, like I felt like I was doing a little bit better in terms of like trying to build myself. So
Hmm.
I mean, any goals that I have now, I mean, would be like, it would be nice this year. Cause I want to say like at the beginning of the year, my goal was to hit I think probably like uh 3K on Twitch.
Hmm.
Um to kind of keep up that momentum that I had built last year,
Mm.
but it just screeched to a halt. So I know that's not going to happen this year, which is fine. Um, but that was a goal that I did have, and I just know like now logistically it's not going to happen.
Mm.
But I mean, any goal that I do have is just to just keep doing what I'm doing and just trying to just to grow like a good community, that gets along and we have a good time. Like
Mm.
that's really the only goal that I really have.
Okay. So if you could collab with one famous streamer, and I guess with this is what famous, whatever famous would mean to you, of who would you pick?
Well, probably I mean the biggest streamer that I would like it would be really freaking cool to stream with would be Grimmy. I think that'd be really cool cuz I looked up to her like, years ago, and I mean she's like really great and stuff, and she's done really well. And so, I'm super happy for her. And I think it'd be cool to collab with her,
Hmm.
but I don't know if that would ever happen. But yeah, she was my first ever big raid, and so that was pretty cool.
Hmm.
Cuz I was playing Silent Hill 2, the original. And then she came in and like dropped 200 people on me, and I did not know how to I was like, "Oh shit." But yeah, so cuz that's one of like my big like memorable moments was when she had raided me
Hmm.
and stuff. So I think it would be really cool to collab with her.
Hmm.
But
Bunny says you can talk about how much you both like long pig.
we do not eat long pig. We're not cannibals. Gosh.
Okay, good. I did remember that was the euphemism for. I was pretty sure I remembered my euphemism.
Yeah.
Another euphemism for that I've heard is like two-legged mutton.
Oh, I've never heard that one. That's interesting. Yeah, that makes sense.
Um. Okay, and then what advice would you? And this would be the final question. But what advice would you give to people considering streaming or VTubing?
Advice? I want to say I've thought of this before too, but it's been so long now.
Bunny says don't.
It's a slippery slope. Honestly, streaming is very addicting. Like, it is very addicting, at
Hmm.
least to me. But yeah, no, I mean, I guess any advice is just, I mean, like, have fun. I think that's pretty much what everybody says, probably. Have fun with it. Um, but I mean, check your audio, watch back your own streams, to see where you can maybe improve. I mean, like that kind of stuff. I mean, I remember when I first started, I would watch back my stream because my streams weren't very long. I mean, now like they're not. They can then now they vary. Last year they were absurdly long, but when I first started, they were like maybe like 2 hours, roughly. And I would go back and I would just watch in real time my stream. Like right when I would finish, I would go back and watch it the entire time. And I don't know, I was tickled. I liked watching myself back for some reason. I don't know. Even though I wasn't great or nothing, but I maybe I was just happy at the fact that I was doing it, and I don't know. I don't know, but I feel like that's pretty important, like especially if you want to improve and stuff. Is just to watch back your stuff and stuff. And I mean, because then you can check, audio levels, you know, where maybe you could improve in terms of filling the silence or, talking out loud.
Hmm.
And during certain moments, maybe you'll remember next time to do, or, stuff like that.
Hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. Hunter is saying Mort actually helped me a lot when I was thinking of making a model. I'm always grateful for her for that. Then I remember she called Yakuza 4 mid, so
It's not, I mean, it's good. Yakuza 4 is, it just wasn't my favorite. Gorge.
Bunny, and then Bunny says, "Drop your controller 100 times." She likes reaffirming that it was the controller's fault, not hers. I can tell your chat really loves you.
They do. They do. They do.
They would definitely wear the heart Lady Mortis V
They
t-shirts.
would. They would. They would. They would. Mm-hmm.
Someone do some
They-
fan art of Mort wearing the shirt and then chat. But it's gotta be the I love leeches. I heart leeches.
I
shirt.
love leeches. Oh goodness.
And then maybe an actual like leech wearing a shirt that says I heart Lady Mortis.
See, that's cute. That's a cute idea.
If you're fine says if you're fine with stick figures.
Stick figures
there's-
are fine.
Okay.
Come on now.
Okay. Leah, thanks again so much. Is there any do you have any upcoming events or maybe just things that are gonna be coming up that whether streaming or maybe with your YouTube or something that you have that you're trying to do that you might want to let people keep an eye out for?
Actually, no, probably not. I mean, I know. I mean, probably the next time I stream, I'll be starting like a new game, but I don't know
Hmm.
which that would be. I will probably have a poll though on like Twitter, but I will like link it into like my Discord and stuff. Um, just like on what game to start next, so they can pick. Because this last time they picked a Heavy Rain,
Hmm.
and that was a fun time. But we finished that one, so yeah. So I mean, not anything super big, but that's just what's gonna be happening. And
You,
you know, I never really do a whole lot of events and stuff. I feel like I'm pretty bad at them.
I do events. I'm not good at them, but
Mm.
but yeah, it's good you got David Cage pilled, you know, so you can... he is one of those guys that it's like he is interesting to experience, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like I've played, you know, like I did Detroit Become Human. It wasn't on stream, but I mean, I played it. I really liked it. That was good.
Mm.
I don't know what other stuff he's done.
Okay. Anyway, thank you all
Yeah.
so much. I appreciate you coming in here. I really do. And thank you for everything. For the chatters that have come out, and of course, once again, thank Lady Mortis PT for coming out and taking your time to do this.
Thank you
very
for having me.
yes, it's been a delightful. And so this has been episode 21 of Spilling the Tea, and I hope to see y'all next time.
Yeah, thank you for coming.